Let's turn now to the ugly side of our southern suburbs rail electrification. As Paul Macon found out, residents in one particular street are up in arms about infrastructure spoiling their landscape. They're all for the upgrade, but say they weren't told about all the extra poles, girders and wires.
We accept the overhead cables have to be there. We do not accept that this structure has to be located here.
It's not progress at any cost. It is progress with compassion.
I think it's a travesty to be putting this up on a scenic street.
This has been going on for yonks, noise and all.
Atrocious, and it went on for days and days and days.
It's all part of the electrification of the Noarlunga rail line.
I cannot believe that the designers and engineers could not have, come out here in real life instead of designing it on a Google map.
The brochures from Transport SA paint a picture of the infrastructure needed in the name of progress that's easy on the eye.
It says rail electrification explained. It mentions insulators, overhead wiring, pantograph, cantilever arms and masts. Not a word about junctions, portals, tensioners or any of the other equipment that's necessary to run the trains.
They sold us a pup.
The residents of Hallett Cove don't mind a few poles here and there for the good of everyone. But what's going up in front of their homes is an eyesore, to say the least. You'll see them all over Melbourne and Sydney's electric rail tracks.
It's disgusting. It's ugly.
It consists of what they call junctions, portals and tensioners, which are rather like huge weights on ropes or cables to keep the lines taut.
But it's not only the Hallett Cove locals who will see these pop up in front of their homes.
At this 1.6 so-called optimum distance, they will face one of these infrastructure pieces of equipment.
Residents Richard Flashman and Marie Jonsson-Harrison are stirring up discontent over what they call track trickery by the state government.
As far as providing information, they're misleading and they're deceptive because they do not portray what is actually going to exist.
They want Transport SA to place the ugly equipment further down the track, where there's mostly vacant land.
They believe they're the only experts. The internet makes everyone an expert, and we know that piece of equipment, essential as it is, can be moved 100 metres at least either way into a cutting that exists at either end of the street.
And it's not in anyone's view. What is wrong with them?
There's been no communication with anybody on the street as to, or as far as we know, anywhere along the line as to what's going to happen, we just had enough of it.
Local member and Minister for Transport Services, Chloe Fox, says the government is aware of the residents' concerns.
We have consulted widely with the community. We have door-knocked the area, we have sent letters, we have sent flyers. We've had community open days. We had two, one in January, one in February.
Message to the Minister is exercise the powers that you have and get the damn thing moved so that it is hidden from view of any home.
We have offered those particular residents a very tailored solution, which is to offer a cantilevered solution, which means that the visual impact, would be less than they feel it would currently be.
Meanwhile, the present say they will, if need be, chain themselves to the tracks to prevent the structure going up.
If governments can run roughshod over the ordinary people, that is appalling. That is not a government that I want to rule us. I'm cross. I'm so cross. I think it is disgusting.